2 North. Semi-final action. East Boston taking on Lynn Classical. The shot, no good. Rebounded by Ramos of Classical. Classical kicking on the board first. The winner goes to the Sonia Center to take on Salem High School. Classical hoping they can make it an all-Northeast Conference final. Pass goes out of bounds. It'll be East Boston's basketball. East Boston coming in as the #1 seed. They're 19-2. Classical the #4 seed, 17-4. Classical beat Danvers. East Boston beat Lincoln Sudbury by a pretty good margin. They go inside, the shot no good. Ramos gets the deflection. Goes to the basket. Block! Tremendous block, and they start it back the other way. Shot will count, and they'll go to the free throw line. Darrell Flint with the basket. And he'll get one at the line, try to make it 3-0. A tremendous, Ramos thought he was wide open for an easy layup. Instead, he got stuffed. And they come back the other way, and East Boston gets on the board first. Too strong. Tipped up. Ben Tranfaglia with the rebound, and they'll give it to Spence to bring up. Ahead to Ramos. Ramos takes the shot and hits it. So we're tied at 2. In the lane. Almost lost it. They stepped out of bounds. It'll be Classical's basketball. Both sides well represented in the stands. The Classical roadies here. They get it to Ramos. Almost lost it. Now he does lose it as he's hit from behind. The shot off the rim, no good. Tipped up. Angoy comes down with the rebound. The quick pass ahead to Tranfaglia. Tranfaglia takes the long shot, no good. Angoy with the big rebound. Good job, he bounces it off Hayward out of bounds. It'll be Classical's basketball. They lob it into Angoy. Ramos straight man-to-man by East Boston. Classical's forte is their front line. Tranfaglia, Rodriguez, and Angoy. Spence. Steps called against Spence. Ten is Trent Patterson. 30 is Wesley Perryman. 53 is Ken Hayward. 34 is Darrell Flint. 32 is Jamal Judge. Judge can't hit it. Head up. Get it over. Angoy. Angoy gets called for traveling. Angoy made him alter the shot, but Angoy couldn't get the ball to anybody, and he wound up taking steps as he tried. Patterson in the lane. Again, he had to alter the shot because of Angoy. Tranfaglia gets the kick out to Rodriguez. Ramos picked off by Hayward. Almost stolen again. They get it to Hayward, goes to the basket and lays it in. So they cash in on the turnover, and it's 4-2 East Boston. Ramos, the runner, too strong. Rodriguez will track down the rebound, and he took steps. Watson will come in the ballgame. Ramos will go out. Patterson, Perryman playing catch. Perryman will take the long shot, no good. Rebound by Tranfaglia. Watson will push it up. As it knocked loose. East Boston will take it back the other way. Patterson, a little hesitation, goes to the basket, dumps it out. Perriman drives. The lefty by Perriman hangs and won't go. Angoy with the big rebound, hung on the rim and fell out. We're going to have a foul outside against Judge. Classical putting the ball on the floor a little too much against this defense. Spence, Fanfaglia, Rodriguez, Angoy, and Watson as they get into Angoy. Goes to the basket and lays it in. And we're tied at 4. Perriman almost, it would have been picked off if he tried to get it to Patterson. The left-hand float was up and good by Jamal Judge. Stretched as far as he could and laid it up with the left hand and dropped it in. Watson took steps. Was thinking about taking the 3 when he couldn't get it. He tried to take it to the basket and took an extra stride. And with 11 minutes left in the first half, East Boston leading 6-4. Patterson brings it up. Inside to Hayward. Shot is missed. Rebound up and good by Darrell Flint. Again, Hayward was open. Angoy made him angle a shot. Knocked out of bounds. Now they say it's off Classical. Tyler will come in, Watson will go out. Classical in the 2-3 zone. Quintana picks up a foul right off the bat. He's already on the stat sheet. He tried to clear out Perriman, who was setting the screen. Hayward will put it in play to Patterson, to Perriman. Tipped away nicely. The bounce pass ahead to Quintana. Can't hit it. Angoy's there to clear the glass and lay it in. Quintana made the nice fake, but then he threw it up too high off the glass. Patterson down the lane. Again, Angoy makes him alter the shot, and they missed the layup. Inside to Angoy. Spins. Blocked inside. Taken away by Quintana, lays it in. Angoy knocked it loose. Our first substitution will be Lavelle Bruton, wearing number 5. 9:58 left. We're tied at 8. Trying to keep them off the boards. They dump it inside. Easily going to the basket is Flint. He's got 6 quickies. Spence in the lane. Off the glass and in. And it's 10-10. Perriman pushing it up. Bruton. Bruton went up in the air. When he was up, he had to do something with it, so he just fired it. He couldn't get the shot off. Almost stolen away. Classical gets it up court. Quintana lines up the 3. Nothing but net. Classical has their first lead of the ball game, 13-10. And East Boston wants a timeout. 8:58 left in the first half. Classical on top. Quintana gives him a quick 5 points coming off the bench. So East Boston led most of the way. Classical's made a little spurt. It was 8-8. They got back in the game, and now a 5-2 run has put them on top by 3, 13-10. Perryman will bring it up. Classical staying in that 2-3 zone. They're looking inside. The foul's going to be against Rodriguez, doing battle with Hayward inside, trying to get position. Tyler will come in the ballgame for Classical and take Rodriguez out. They go out deep to Perman. Bruton fakes the shot, goes down the lane. The basket's good. He double clutched and threw it off the glass over Angoy. Bruton faked the shot, went down the lane. He had to alter the shot because Angoy was there looking for the block. He threw it way up off the glass. It dropped through. He's got a chance to tie it up with a conventional three-point play. In and out. Knocked loose. Angoy will track it down and get it to Tranfaglia. They get up over half court. Spence will take the shot. No good. Tyler inside has it blocked. Angoy right there to lay it back in. Classical do the job off the glass. And they get their three-point lead back. 15-12. Bruton. Herman will let it fly for three. It's good. And we're deadlocked as they get it to Quintana. And he tried to dump it inside and threw it out of bounds. So we're tied at 15 with 7:59 left. They may be having trouble with the 30-second clock. What they may have a trouble with is Burton sometimes wears 22 and sometimes wears 5. If they have him as 22, then he's in the game illegally as 5. And it's a technical foul. Technical foul against East Boston. The strange thing is, before the game, I spoke to the coach, and he said Bruton wears sometimes 5 at home and 22 on the road. So he's wearing 5, but they have him as 22 in the book, and that's where the technical foul is going to come in. So it's going to give Classical 2 at the line, plus the basketball. And it's not going to be they're going to show them the other book, but the official book has Bruton as 5. And I think what he's telling Coach Siggers is it's everybody's responsibility to make sure that they know the books are correct. That's tough. You don't want to see that happen in a game like this. But it's going to be a technical foul. Classical's going to get 2 at the line and the basketball. So I think Quintana is going to shoot the tees. 7:59 left. Classical's going to get a chance to break the deadlock with 2 free throws, and then they're going to get the basketball besides. So it's a tough call against East Boston. As I said, we talked about this before the game when the assistant coaches. I asked him, I said, is number 5 Burton? He said yes. So I changed my 22 to 5. But they didn't change it in the official book. They listed him as 22. And since he's wearing 5, it's a technical foul. Now they're going to check the rest of the book as well. East Boston submitted a roster over to Chelsea, and they used that as the lineup, and they didn't inform whoever made up the rosters that Burton was going to change and wear number 5. So the bottom line is Quintana will get 2 at the line, and Classical will get the basketball. And as soon as 5 went in the game, the official scorer said, I don't have a number 5. That's Jose Quintana's 6 points and coming off the bench. He makes them both. That gives Classical a 2-point lead and the basketball. East Boston staying in that straight man-to-man. Now they go 3-2 zone. They go inside to Spence. He tried to dump it inside. It got picked off. Pass is picked off by Quintana. He loses it. Hayward goes to the basket and throws it in. Quintana picked off the pass, but he slipped and fell and lost it as he went down. And we're tied at 17, and now they come out with their half-court trap. They go inside to Angoy. It counts. He'll go to the free throw line. They had trouble getting rid of the basketball. They just squeezed it off to Angoy. He got loose in the lane as he laid it up. It laid on the front rim and then fell in. It counts and he's at the line. So it's 19-17 Classical. In and out. Lost out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Classical. So it'll be East Boston's basketball. Tyler is out, Watson is back. So they actually have 3 guards. Spence will move underneath on the 2-3 as a forward. But that makes Classical a little bit smaller. Rodriguez had to come out, but I think he picked up his 2nd foul. 19-17 Classical, approaching 7 minutes left. Herman. Bruton. Put a little too hard. Again, Angoy made them alter the shot. Quintana ahead to Tranfaglia. Out to Spence for the long 3. In, out, back in again. And it's 22-17, Classical's biggest lead. Hayward squeezes it off, no good. Loose inside, no good again. Rebound inside by Spence. And the foul is going to be against East Boston. Angoy blocked one, and now they're looking for him, and he's making them alter the shot. They've missed some layups. Patterson will come back. Flynn has to go out. That might be his 2nd. Watson will bring it up. East Boston will look to double any chance they get. Spence lets it fly. No good. Tranfaglia with the rebound. Blocked. Steps called against Watson. Trying to take it to the basket and get a running start. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the first half, 22-17 Classical, their biggest lead of the ballgame. Angoy has been immense inside. Bruton, the kick out. Shot blocked by Angoy. The foul will be against Angoy. He got there a little bit late. They got the arm rather than the ball. Classical only has one more foul to waste before East Boston shoots one-on-one. Rodriguez is going to come back.
Shot is good by Judge.
Angoy is going to come out. That's going to help East Boston inside a little bit. Let's see if they try to go inside to Hayward. Judge can get him back within 3. Too strong. Rebound by Watson. Saved nicely by Bruton. Pass inside. Bodies all over the place. The ball goes out of bounds. I think somebody had to foul somebody. Three bodies went to the floor. No foul. It'll be Classical basketball. They just barely get it to Quintana. Ramos dumps it inside. Back to Ramos for 3. No good. Tipped up by Rodriguez. Knocked out of bounds by Tranfaglia. It'll be East Boston basketball. 5.5 left in the first half. They go inside, they kick up, the 3-point bomb is up and good. Judge with the 3-bagger, and it's 22-21. Spence gets it up. Classical having trouble with the press. Doug Mullins is coming in the ball game. They go out deep to Tranfaglia. Quintana from dead in the corner. Too strong. Rebounded by Judge. East Boston with a chance to get the lead back. Hayward lets it fly. Too strong. Judge gets it back, goes to the basket, throws it high off the glass and in. He's got 8. And East Boston's back on top. And now Mullins walks with the basketball. 4:43 left. Herman lets it fly for 3. It's good. Third trifecta by East Boston, and they're up 26-22. Quintana from way downtown, no good. Rodriguez with the rebound, has it blocked. Roos. Bruton comes up with the rebound, gives it to Perryman. Shot, no good. Tipped up again, tipped up again, tipped up again. Finally tipped out by Rodriguez. Quintana with the basketball. Stolen away. Herman can't go to the basket, dishes it out. Judge, the 3-point shot, no good. Mullins with the rebound. And Classical wants a timeout. 3:41 left. It was 22-17 Classical. East Boston in the middle of a 9-0 run. Classical's settled for a couple of 3-point shots with nobody under the basket. Since Angoy has gone down, East Boston getting a few more efforts off the glass. Classical settling for shots maybe Tommy Grassett doesn't want him to take, and they haven't scored in a couple of minutes. A good 3 minutes they haven't scored, while East Boston has run 9 straight. Jamal Judge has got 6 of those. Herman with a three-point basket, the other three. And it's East Boston by 4, 26-22. Ramos, Alberto Rodriguez, Quintana, Spence, and Tranfaglia out there for Classical. East Boston going right to their full court pressure. 1-2-2 full court. They get up court to Quintana, 2-on-1. Quintana underneath the Ramos, blocked inside by Judge. Tranfaglia picks off the pass and gives it to Spence. Ramos dumps it down to Quintana. He'll take the shot. No good. The follow by Rodriguez. Second follow, no good. Third follow, no good. And we got a foul against Classical. Rodriguez had 3 attempts. Couldn't control the basketball. And he picks up another foul and has to sit down. Leandro Rodriguez will come in. That makes Classical a lot smaller inside with Tranfaglia, the only big guy inside. With Angoy and Alberto Rodriguez on the bench. They'll be looking to go inside a lot right now. Bruton down the lane, can't hit the shot. Over the top is Perriman with the basket. Classical looking for an over-the-top foul, but they don't get it. Ahead to Quintana. Strong, too strong. Knocked out of bounds off East Boston. Again, now it's the other way around. East Boston forcing Classical to alter their shots. They took a shot on the basket, but threw it up way high, looking to get it blocked. Ramos runs into Hayward. Hayward takes it away. Hayward lays it in. He just muscled his way in and lays it in. We got a technical foul on Hayward. He said something the official didn't want him to say. So East Boston with a 13-0 run. Ramos breaks that with a free throw. So 2 free throws by Steve Ramos gets Classical back within 6, but they got some work to do. Stolen away, the lead pass. Shot up and good by Joe Flint. The defense again creating the turnover. Pass. Charge against Ben Tranfaglia. Patterson with the basketball. Flint. Hayward calling for the basketball. Along the baseline, Hayward gets it. His turnaround is good. Watching him play a couple of games, that's his spot. Watson, shot no good, tipped up no good. Rebound blocked from behind and knocked out of bounds off Classical. Bruton coming back. Jim Yandy will come in the ball game as well. 1:27 left. East Boston by 10. Classical is up 5. 22-17. They've only scored 2 points since then. And East Boston looking to expand that 10-point lead. Perryman from way downtown. Rebound by Watson. Off the rim, no good. We got a foul against East Boston. Only the fourth team foul. Classical is already over the limit, so East Boston will be shooting free throws. 54 seconds left. Spence will put it in play. Classical would like to score, get it under double digits. Watson lets it fly. Good for three. That gets it down to 7. Now they'll have another opportunity. East Boston cannot take the last shot. The three right back by Joe Flint. It's back up to 10. Shot no good. Yandy lost it off his foot. Classical can take the last shot. Watson can't get the shot off. Looking for Tranfaglia, who gets knocked out of bounds by East Boston. 11 ticks left on the clock. Spence can't hit it. Shot no good, tipped up, and that's going to do it. So the half ends with East Boston on a 20-5 run. Classical was leading 22-7. They went on a 13-0 run before Classical hit a couple of technical foul shots. It's 37-27, East Boston at halftime. Take on Salem High School. The losing team will go home, wrap it up, or get ready for baseball. Classical will have the basketball, but they're going to mountain the climb. They're down by 10. They almost threw it away. Spence. Cross court to Quintana. Inside to Tranfaglia. Throws it up, no good. Angoy gets the big rebound. He gets hit as he puts it up. So Angoy's back in the game. He's got 2 fouls. Alberto Rodriguez is also in the game. He's got 3. But Classical has to try and work with him because they're down 10. They can't afford to leave him on the bench. Angoy makes the first. So Classical gets on the board first in the second half. He makes them both. (37-29). Classical still in that 2-3 zone. The dump inside, the shot won't go. Blocked inside, we got a foul. Hayward managed to squeeze in, get his own rebound. He missed the first shot. It's against Tranfaglia. And Hayward will be at the line. In the first half, Hayward, Judge, and Perryman all had 8 apiece. Flynn had 6 as they spread the scoring around. Classical, Quintana had 7, Angoy had 8, Spence had 5. Shot in and out. Hayward with his flashy socks, blue and gold. That one's around the rim and in. So Hayward gets them on the board. Quintana lost it, has to track it down. And he throws it away. Hayward took steps and got away with it. He lays it in. He lost it. Quintana goes to the basket and lays it in. East Boston by 9. Classical's got to go on a bit of a run. They can't just match basket for basket. Hayward throws it in. Hayward's got a quick 5 points in the second half. It's 42-31. Rodriguez goes in, can't hit it. Missed the shot, he was wide open. That one's going to be over the head of Hayward, out of bounds, into the Classical cheerleaders. Classical's got to do what East Boston did, go on a run. Spence, coast to coast, lays it in. Classical's trying to do a little bit too much on their own, one-on-one. They got to get together if they're going to make any kind of a run. They go inside to Hayward. His shot no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. He is tough inside. He is very, very strong, and he gets it inside. He's going to take you to the basket. And it's going to be very tough for him to stop him without fouling him. First one is good. Hayward makes them both. Angoy gets his own rebound and drops it in. Bruton from the free throw line, in and out, gets his own rebound. Throws it up around the rim and out. Knocked out of bounds off East Boston. So Classical has a chance to eat into a 9-point lead, and East Boston will bring it back and not press. They're probably going to double at half court, though. They go 3-2, and they look to double a basketball any chance they get. The foul is going to be against Hayward, leaning in. He actually shot the ball in, but they're not going to give it to him. The foul was before. They go inside to Rodriguez, fakes a couple of times and lays it in. That's his first basket. He averages well into double figures. Classical's got it down to 7. Inside to Hayward again. The follow away, no good. Tipped up, no good. Rebound by Tranfaglia. He fights his way clear. Spence on the move. Block. Angoy gets it and lays it in. East Boston wants a timeout. Classical was down 11. It's now a 5-point game, 44-39. Angoy has brought them back. He's got 6 big points. East Boston really took advantage when Angoy went to the bench. And they made the most of it. They wanted a 13-0 run after trailing by 5 to open up an 8-point lead. They extended that to 20-5, finishing off the half to open up the 10-point lead at halftime. They built it up to 11 here, and now Classical on a little bit of a run has got it down to 5, 44-39. I think you're going to see East Boston go back to their full court pressure. 13 minutes left in the season for one of these two teams. The winner moves on to the Songus Arena in Lowell to take on Salem. Everybody in the North Shore was hoping for an all-Northeast Conference final. The Classical's got some work to do, but they're working at it. They'll stay in their 2-3 zone. Patterson bring it up. They're going to look to Hayward again, dumping it out. Perryman. They want to go inside if they can. They go inside to Bruton. He's in the lane. Throws it up. No good. Tipped around. Bruton gets it back. It's blocked inside. Knocked out. Tipped up. Loose. Hayward goes to the basket. Can't hit it. The follow is right there. Judge with the easy layup. They had about 6 or 7 chances. They finally cashed in. Classical was just trying to punch it out of there. Trying to go inside. It's blocked and knocked out of bounds by East Boston. 46-39. East Boston by 7. Classical has the basketball with 12:17 left in the basketball game. Tranfaglia from dead in the corner, off the rim, no good. Angoy with the rebound, throws it in. He had 8 in the first half. He's got 8 now in the second half with 12 minutes left. And Classical's back within 5. Perriman going to the basket. Knocked it off the basket. Tranfaglia has it blocked. Knocked out of bounds by Hayward. So Classical can get a little closer. And now Classical has to look for that double team at half court. 3-2 zone again. They go into Rodriguez, blocked and knocked out of bounds by Judge and Hayward combined. Out deep to Rodriguez. Quintana trying to drive. Throws it off the glass and in, a little fadeaway. And Classical's back within 3. 46-43. They were down 11. Hayward inside. Muscles it up and in. He's got 9 of the 11 points East Boston has in the second half. And it's back up to 5. They go to Angoy, steps inside and lays it in. Nice pass by Quintana. 48-45. It's a totally different ball game with Angoy in the game. Perriman back out to Patterson, steps inside, throws it up, in and out, rebound by Tranfaglia. Classical could tie it with a trifecta here. Blocking foul against Hayward. I think that's Hayward's 3rd. Angoy has a problem with his mouthpiece. Classical's going to take a timeout because if they don't, they're going to have to take. Angoy would have to sit down. They don't want to do that. It looked like he's bleeding in the mouth because he probably got hit. He's been inside, getting banged and knocked and whacked around. Trying to cover Hayward is a job and a half. Hayward, big, strong, aggressive player. When he goes to the basket, you know about it. You know, most people say get the number of that truck. 10:39 left in the basketball game. Classical is prepped within 3, and they'll have the basketball. Down by as many as 11 here. They were down 10 at halftime. They come out, cut it to 7. East Boston built it back up to 11. Classical now has it down to 3 with the ball. Quintana will put it in play. Angoy all by himself, missed the shot. Knocked loose. Back up, Perriman dumps it inside to Hayward. His fadeaway, tipped up, no good, lost. Knocked out of bounds by East Boston. Again, Classical with a chance. A deuce gets him within 1. a three-point play or a three-point basket, ties it. Tranfaglia stepped out of bounds. Ten minutes left to play in the ball game. Bruton and Perryman, and now Judge. Bruton down the lane. Offensive foul. Good play by Angoy. Just stand there, took the charge. Bruton thought he had a clear path. Angoy was right there. Quintana will bring it up. Now East Boston goes man to man. Trying to pass it inside, picked off by Hayward. A little bit of a force there. Hayward had good position. Reach-in foul is going to be, I think, against Tranfaglia. Classical's had a couple of opportunities with the game at 3 points to get back in it. On the other side of the ledger, East Boston's had a couple of chances to build it back up. Neither team has scored for about a minute or so or more. They go out deep to Flint, who just came in. Perriman. Blocked inside by Angoy. Nice defensive play. So both Flints are in the ball game. Darrell is 34, Joe is 15. Spence, Quintana. Quintana tried to hit Rodriguez. Both officials say it was not tipped. Quintana thought it was tipped. Watson will come in, Quintana will go out. So again, Classical has to dig in. They had an opportunity again. Judge spinning, long fall away, off the rim, no good. Angoy with another rebound. So once again, Classical has a chance. Neither team has scored for about 2.5 minutes. Watson looking for a pick, gets it. Try to dump it inside. Rodriguez just saved it. Tranfaglia lets it fly off the rim, no good. Hayward out in front. Offensive foul, I think. Good defense by Tranfaglia, and that's 4 on Hayward. Good defense by Tranfaglia. 8:28 left. Hayward's going to have to come out. He can't come out yet because Classical's got the ball inbound. Inside, Rodriguez can't hit the shot. He's going to get called for a foul going over the back. Classical's missed a lot of easy shots. That's Rodriguez's 4th. So again, Classical couldn't cash in. East Boston's been lucky. Classical's got some good looks and they haven't been able to put the ball in the basket. Patterson in the lane, throws it up, no good. Rebound by Tranfaglia. Bounce pass ahead to Angoy. Spence. Spence takes the shot, too strong. Angoy with another big rebound. Watson for 3. It's good, we're tied. 48-48. To 11 the run. Flint lets it fly, no good. Angoy had it, knocked out of bounds by East Boston. 7:24 left, Classical can get the lead. We went about almost 3 minutes with nobody scoring. Classical had opportunities to get the 3-point lead down. Watson hits a mammoth 3 and ties it. Classical can take the lead. Almost lost it, gets it back. Tied up just gets it to Angoy. Angoy, too strong. Tranfaglia's tip is good. The first basket by Tranfaglia gives Classical the lead. 50-48 with 6:50 left. Inside, the shot is up and good by Darryl Flint. And that ties it at 50. Six and a half left. Rodriguez can't hit the shot. Perriman on the break. Down the lane, blocked by Angoy. Perriman can't hit it, tipped up again, knocked out of bounds by Classical. Again, Angoy is there and made him alter the shot a couple of times. And Angoy has been immense in the ballgame. Blocking shots, making them alter shots, rebounding shots. They go inside. Flint lost it, goes to the floor. Flint lost it again, out of bounds. Angoy did it again. Angoy kept battling, got a hand on it, knocked it loose. They were fighting for it. And it wound up with Classical getting the basketball. I hit the Ramos. The long three, no good. Angoy looking for it, and it went off Angoy out of bounds. Ramos, I don't know if that's the shot you want him to take. Hayward's going to come back with his 4 fouls. 6 minutes to play. We're deadlocked at 50. 5 team fouls on East Boston, 4 on Classical, as Patterson pushes it up. Classical again settled for a 3-point shot. We got a foul against Classical on Ramos. Herman's going to get 2 at the line with a chance to break the tie. Classical had a chance to get the lead, and they settle for a long 3-point shot. First one is good by Perriman. Quintana is back. Perriman gets 2 big free throws. And it's 52-50 as they go back to that full court pressure. Blocked off. They finally, it took them a while, but they finally get it back. They give it to Angoy, he lays it in. Nice play by Quintana. They get it right back. They were lucky to get the ball in bounds. 5 and a half left. The kick out to Perriman. Patterson. Quintana's going to get called for the reach-in. Non-shooting foul. That's 6 against Classical. The next one will put East Boston at the line. East Boston has 1 more to waste. Hayward, who came back in, is going to put the ball in play. 5:23 left. The shot around the rim, hangs there and goes through for a Judge who broke down the lane. And it's 54-52. Quintana. Angoy fighting for the rebound. Bounce it out of bounds, off Angoy. It'll be East Boston basketball. Angoy playing his heart out. 5:06 left, East Boston by 2. Classical has to shut him down. Shot no good, tipped up. We got a foul against East Boston. And that's going to make the fouls even. So both teams will be shooting 1-on-1 the rest of the way. Chelsea High School. Good sized crowd here for this one. A lot of people from Lynn with the roadies over there. They dump it into Rodriguez. Stolen away by Hayward. And he lays it in. That's a big basket. Bounce pass to Angoy, he can't hold on. Nice play by Tranfaglia. and it just went right through the fingertips. And East Boston by 4, and they have the basketball. That would have been a big play. Perriman lets it fly for 3, in and out. Knock loose again. Rodriguez will come up with it. Pass ahead to Tranfaglia.
3 seconds.
Quintana stepped out of bounds. .4:18 left. Classical has to dig in on defense. They're going to try and make Classical play man-to-man, but with a 30-second clock, they don't have to. This could play into Classical's hands because they're going to run the clock down. They'll have to take the first shot that presents itself. Shot no good. Angoy with the rebound. Quintana to Spence. Can't lay it in. They throw it away. Rodriguez comes up with it. Takes it strong to the basket. Angoy with the rebound. Throws it in. East Boston. This is not, you can't go 4 corners and run the clock out. You only have 30 seconds. East Boston takes a timeout. They kind of played right into Classical's hands. They ran the clock down, and then they had to take a shot quickly. They're shortening the game, but they also cut down their opportunities or their choices. And it cost them because Classical came back and got a big basket. So it's 56-54. Both teams in the penalty, 1-on-1. The arrow favors East Boston, the possession arrow. Classical's battle back. They were down by 11. They actually came back and took a 2-point lead. And that last stretch of the first half is going to come back to haunt them if they can't pull this one out. A 20-5 finish, a 13-0 run after Classical had battled back from a deficit to take a 5-point lead. East Boston went 13-0 to open up an 8-point lead and continued 15-5 to make it 10 points at halftime. Now the game is shrunk down to 3 minutes and 19 seconds with East Boston holding a 2-point lead and the basketball. Bruton will be out. No, Bruton's back in. Sudi Patterson is in. So East Boston has their starting lineup on the floor. Patterson, Perriman, Haywood, Judge, and Flint. Classical just staying in their 2-3 zone. I don't really understand this. You know, the shot clock is going to wind down. They're going to have to hurry up with their shot. Shot up and good by Haywood. Watson gets it ahead to Tranfaglia. He lets it fly for 3. Bounces around, won't go. Angoy battling for the rebound. Gets hit, and he'll be at the free throw line. Again, Classical settling for a 3-point shot. Angoy's under the basket. If they go to the basket, it's going to free up Angoy. And it was on Darryl Flint, and he's fouled out, I think. So the first casualty is out. Angoy will be at the line shooting 2. So with Flint out, I think it's Flint. I'm not sure. Flint is going to go to the bench, I believe. Bruton is going to come back. .242 left. Big free throws for Angoy with 2:42 left. Doesn't get the bounce. Angoy has been immense. What a game he's played. No good. Rebound by Hayward. Hayward bumped into Tranfaglia. Perryman outside. Let's see if they run the clock down again. 2:25 and counting. They've got the shot clock is under 10. Bruton. Dump it in the paint. Shot is up and good. That's a big basket by Bruton. A 6-point lead. Knocked out of bounds by East Boston. That was almost an impossible pass. You'd rather throw the ball up in the air and let Angoy go get it rather than bounce it at his feet. Spence will put it in play. They're getting to the point where they need a couple of threes. Watson from dead in the corner, no good. It's loose, knocked loose again, still loose. On the floor, Classical was trying to call timeout. It's going to be East Boston basketball. 1:53 left. And we got a timeout on the floor. Classical has 27 points in this half. Angoy has 14 of them, plus a few blocks and a slew of rebounds. He's maybe looking at a triple-double here. He has played his heart out. But East Boston has had an answer each time. Classical, a big three-point basket. They tied it at 48. Since then, East Boston has outscored them 12-6. And they have the basketball looking to extend that. Classical now has to go man-to-man. They have to get out of that zone. And now the tough assignment, because East Boston very, very quick in all 5 spots. Tranfaglia has to cover Hayward. Patterson looking to go against Watson. Stolen away by Tranfaglia on a great defensive play. Stolen back by Hayward. 1:30 and counting. Classical needs 2 possessions, and they have to be 3-point baskets or plays. Inside to Hayward. He gets doubled up. They're going to call a foul on Tranfaglia, and Hayward will be at the line shooting 1-on-1. He's got big free throws. So Classical needs 3s. They're down by 6. If Hayward can make one of these, Classical would need 3 possessions, even if they get 3-point shots. Hayward with 13 points in the second half. No good. Loose tipped around. Tranfaglia comes up with it. Spence. Angle with a turnaround. No good. Herman almost lost it. Tipped it to himself. Lead pass to Hayward down court. He'll lay it in. That's going to do it. 8-point lead with under a minute left, and that's going to do it. 3-point basket by Watson. Cuts it to 5, but there's only 48 seconds left. They needed one of those the last time up, rather than trying to go inside. They need 2 possessions. One of them has to be a 3-point shot. Along the way, they have to shut down East Boston. 62-57. Classical has played tremendous. A great effort by Classical against the number 1 seed in the tournament. And you can look back to that mammoth run by East Boston in the first half. Even though Classical came back from an 11-point deficit to take the lead in the second half, that big run in the first half put them in a bit of a hole. Without that big hole, that run in the second half by Classical would have put them up comfortably. So that was a big finish by East Boston. They were back on their heels, and they got a little bit of life when Angoy had to sit down in foul trouble. East Boston has the basketball. Classical will go full court pressure. If they don't foul, if they don't steal, they got to foul right away. They can't afford to let East Boston run any time off the clock. Hayward down court by himself. He gets fouled by Angoy, and Hayward will be at the line. They threw the ball in bounds. Classical didn't foul right away, and they allowed them to throw the touchdown pass down court, which let 8 precious seconds tick off the clock. You know, as soon as the ball went in bounds, they had to foul, which they didn't do. Hayward back at the free throw line. Makes the first. And if he makes this, the East Boston fans can celebrate. Classical would need 3 possessions. They need 2 possessions. They both have to be 3-point shots. Right now, if he makes this, they'd need 3 possessions. They'd be down 7. It's good. The foul, and you didn't want that. This is exactly what Classical needs to eat into a 7-point lead with the clock stopped. "37 seconds left." Coach Sager's not happy. Watson at the line shooting 1-on-1. No good. Tipped up. Rebound by Hayward. Angoy gives the foul, and Hayward will be back at the line with 34 seconds left. Hayward with 17 points in the second half. I think Angoy just fouled out. He played his heart out. He was tremendous. Could very easily have had a triple-double. No good. Hayward gets his own rebound and pulls it out. They just want to run some clock. They get it to Patterson. Classical still hasn't fouled. They finally grab. They let a lot of time run off the clock. And now the fans are going to start to file out. The East Boston fans pointing to the doorway as the Classical fans are filing out, but they can hold their head up. Classical team played outstanding, taking the number 1 seed right down to the end. And they were just a step or a play away. Herman throws in 1. Almost stolen away. Rodriguez lost it. He bounces it off Perryman. But again, East Boston allowed them to run 8 seconds off the clock. There's only 15 seconds left. East Boston is going to pick up their 20th win and go 20-2. Classical will finish the season, a great season, at 17-5. Long 3-point shot, no good. Spence goes to the basket and lays it in. And that'll do it.